So guys, in today's video we're going to be talking about episode 2 and just going over all the stuff that we currently know about this brand new episode, which launches on the 8th of October. We do have some information here inside of the Journey Ahead video that they released a while ago, which gives us just a brief overview of all the episodes, but we're mainly going to be looking at the episode 2 stuff, and then we also have some other stuff in recent articles that we can go over as well. But before we go into all those details, as usual, if you're going to enjoy this video, if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel, I would very much appreciate it. And with that being said, let's just jump into today's video. So starting off, episode 2 once again launches on the 8th of October, so you have just under a couple weeks now until the episode goes live. And inside of Act 1, recently we learned that we're going to be receiving a brand new dungeon. Now we should be learning more about this dungeon inside of the TWID next week, alongside some of the loot that we should be receiving alongside episode 2, so be sure to stay subscribed so you can learn more about that. But inside of the Journey Ahead article, we can kind of speculate as to what that dungeon could be about, because they do go on to mention the return of Fickrel, who, if you remember, is the main Scorn leader who is a part of the Forsaken expansion. He's returning alongside his Awoken Watchtower, which they're calling Fickrel's Vampire Keep. This takes inspiration from the horror genre, so think a big spooky tower that we're going to probably have to go and investigate and find Fickrel. So this could potentially be where the dungeon could take place. Now, we do know that Icebreaker is going to be tied to this dungeon. I don't know how that makes sense in any way, but we'll have to wait and see. Or it just could be where the seasonal activity takes place. Who really knows? We should learn more, though, next week. Moving on from there, they also talk about a brand new feature coming with episode 2 called Potion Crafting. This is going to basically be the new seasonal kind of thing to help you go and get loot, as well as buff your artifacts. So there's going to be two different types of potions that you can craft. You have combat potions and then loot potions. Combat potions boost your artifact directly, so I'm guessing that they'll boost certain perks within your artifact that you have selected. I don't know if they're going to boost every single perk, or if they're just going to boost select perks, like the origin trait perks, maybe. I doubt that they'll boost the very potent artifact perks, but obviously we'll just have to wait and see. And then you also have your loot potions, which give you agency over the rewards that you are currently chasing. So this is kind of like, I'm imagining something similar to what we got with Onslaught, where we're able to pick and choose what weapons drop more frequently. And with these loot potions, you could potentially have more than one weapon drop multiple times, or maybe have agency over the perks that these weapons drop. But yeah, those are just my thoughts on that little bit of information that we got there. Alongside the mention of weapons inside of the Journey Ahead video here, we do actually get a look at some potential brand new exotic weapons. Now, I don't know if these are going to be tied to an exotic mission or the season pass, but here we get what looks like to me potentially maybe a scout rifle or a pulse rifle. Not really 100% sure, could also be a shotgun, but with that kind of unique scope, it does kind of give me scout rifle vibes, especially the back of the gun. And then also here we get what looks like a very hive themed red spiked weapon here. I don't know what this could possibly be, maybe an SMG of some kind, but looks very, very interesting, so very excited to learn more about that. And then we also get a look here at some of the brand new Splicer gear that we're meant to be receiving. There's like a Baron themed set, which you might have seen earlier. Yeah, there's this Baron themed, like full-on black rusted metal fire kind of Scorn look, and then you also have the Fallen Splicer look as well, which looks really, really cool. I'm guessing this is the Warlock because of the bond here, but it could also be a Titan because you kind of see a mark. Not really 100% sure, but yeah, you do actually get a better look at some other gear as well further on. There's the weapon again. This is definitely the Titan set, so that previous one was probably the Warlock set. Yeah, it looks really, really good, and we should be expecting this probably either within the dungeon or the season pass. The Scorn stuff will probably be part of the dungeon, just me assuming, and then the Splicer stuff probably going to be season pass related armor. But yeah, looks really, really cool. Alongside that, going into more speculative stuff, around this time we would expect a reprised raid to appear. Now, obviously, with us getting a brand new dungeon inside of this episode, inside of Act 1, I do not think that we're also going to get a raid inside of this episode, but it would be really, really cool because Wrath of the Machine is the last Destiny 1 raid that isn't inside of the game yet, and with us entering into a Fallen themed episode, it would make the most sense for Wrath of the Machine to return at some point within this episode, maybe in a future act. But once again, with us getting a dungeon in the beginning of the episode, I doubt that we'll actually receive Wrath of the Machine. Maybe we'll get it inside of Act 3. Who really knows? But fingers crossed that we can get Wrath of the Machine at some point within the year. And yeah, that's basically everything that we do currently know about episode 2. Once again, they're going to be talking more about it inside of next week's TWID. They state that they're going to talk more about the dungeon and then some of the loot as well as the brand new artifacts. Maybe we'll get some confirmation as to how the combat potions link in with the artifact this time around. But yeah, that's everything for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, as always, remember, leave a like and subscribe. That's it from me here today. So I'll catch you guys in the next one.